Hi everyone, I'm here with a full moon in Scorpio reading. Full moon in Scorpio will be May 7th, 2020. I wanted to see what energies will be coming up during that time. And I did, if you follow me on social media, I did a reading on the Blue Star podcast for a general collective reading for the full moon already. And that one was, gosh, I can't remember now. That one was about, I don't know. I'll put the link in the description if you want to go listen to it. I guess I'm not totally in my body when I do these messages, so I sometimes have a hard time remembering. Okay. Today I'm using the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Alright, so first we've got the crone. So I wanted to talk about Scorpio. Scorpio for me, and I'm not an astrologer, so this is just based on my own intuition, but I always relate Scorpio to the Death card and the transformation that it brings, but also it's a water sign who keeps their emotions way down deep. And with the full moon sort of illuminating whatever house it's in, I feel like that's what's going to happen, is a lot of our deep hidden emotions are going to come to surface and be brought into the light of day or the light of the moon. So we first got the crone. The crone is the wise woman, the one who's been through it all, the one who's been through the growing pains, the hurt, the wisdom, the gaining the knowledge, going through battle, and now is comfortable in who she is, right? She's the medicine woman. Somebody who knows who she is, somebody who accepts and honors who she is through and through. Okay, and then we have the Four of Fire. And this is a lot different than the tarot. The Four of Wands in tarot usually signifies ceremony and union and happy celebrations, but this one is more warrior-like, more standing in the beliefs, standing in your beliefs, standing in your convictions. Defending what you believe is your truth. And then you have the Two of Cups, And this is all about the union, coming together as one, merging the masculine and the feminine. Okay. Then we have the Seven of Air. And this is all about being open to new concepts, new ideas. Merging the heart and the mind, bringing your logical self down into your heart center so that you can feel the emotion and the feeling of your logical thinking. Does that make sense? It's merging the heart and the mind. All right, and then we have the Wisdom card. And this is going within. Going within to find all the answers that you've been searching for. And then we have the Queen of Cups, and she is intelligent. She is confident in who she is, but she can be a bit cold in her emotions. And we have emotions. So connecting into the emotions and again, bringing your heart and mind together. And then the Five of Cups. Not feeling so afraid of your emotions, knowing that your emotions won't lead you into this dark place of not having your cups full. Some cups may empty, but it's because they no longer serve you and we've held on to them for so long. So it's like finding the truth of what it is that you want and having the courage to release that which no longer serves you. Okay, so let's clarify this crone card. All right, so we've got the we've got the Knight of Wands and the Star card. So it's like taking that crone energy, figuring out what it is, like rediscovering what your truth is within you, and putting that into action, putting that into inspired action, and not just thinking about it, not just speaking about it. I mean, taking the thoughts and taking the words and putting those into action is what is needed right now. And knowing that the universe will support you and guide you and help you find your true north, your compass within, to know that you're heading in the right direction. Okay, so with the Four of Fire, we've got the Fool card and the Sun, which is amazing. It's awesome. Like, you can see the Sun is in the background here, and he's defending his happiness, standing up for what he believes in, standing in his truth, knowing that his truth is his truth, and that's okay. But we don't need to defend against it necessarily. It's like, I mean, I guess, yeah, we sort of have to defend against it if there are people that disagree with it in our lives. But instead of spending so much energy trying to fight against the grain, just allow it for what it is. Like, if people disagree, allow them to disagree, but you don't have to follow it. You don't have to listen to what they're saying. If you can't be who you are and have them accept you, is that the type of energy that you want in your life in the first place? So then you have the Fool card, and you can see he's still in the darkness. He hasn't quite fully realized what the new beginning is, but he can see that there's a star guiding him. If it were on this side, it's like the sun has risen. The light has come to illuminate his darkness. He understands what this new beginning is. But here, not quite understanding, not quite perceiving what the new beginning is, but knowing, believing that whatever it is leading him to his sun, to his happiness. Having that faith. Okay, what is this? Two of Cups, Two of Water. All right. So we've got the Two of Water. We've got the Tower card. And then we've got the Emperor. So what is this new beginning leading to? A new way of releasing the old. A way of releasing the old. That lightning strike. This is Uranus. Uranus and Taurus. Removing those old ways of thinking. Removing what love has represented to us for so long. Knowing that by embracing our inner authority, allowing our inner light to shine, allowing ourselves to love ourselves, allowing the sun to shine within, allowing all the darkness to be illuminated, no longer projecting what we think the unknown holds, but actually going into it and finding out what the truth of it is. Will bring us into union with ourselves, the masculine and the feminine, being completely whole so that we can truly step into our power. And it's not power over others. It's empowering the self and others. It's like recreating the relationship that we have to those things that we think are bad, like power and money and sex and success and love for some people. Knowing that we don't have to give our power or give ourselves up away for those things. Knowing that those parts, those things that are there for a reason. And they do have dark sides, and they also have light sides. And if we look at the dark sides and we embrace it and accept the dark for what it is and the truth of it, without judgment, without shame, without guilt, we're bringing the light of ourselves into the darkness to illuminate it. Alright, so the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords in the regular tarot is the unknown, illusion, being deceived in some way. So it's finding the truth of ourselves. How are we deceiving ourselves? How are we keeping ourselves small and not allowing ourselves to shine based on what other people have told us are wrong about us? What are the lies that we tell ourselves daily? Like, I can't do this, or there's not enough, or I'm not worthy of doing this, or how can I compete? There's no competing. There's working with one, working together, simultaneously. And then we have the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry. This is the page. The Page of Wands. He's setting out on a journey to know what it is that's calling for him. If it were on this side, he'd still be facing the darkness, not realizing that something is behind him waiting to guide him into the light. He's already been led into the light. He's in his conscious mind, ready to discover what it is that drives him, makes him passionate, and inspires him. And he's ready to put that into action. 5 of Wands. He's ready. He's ready to stand up for his beliefs in a respectful manner, no longer wishing to fight or cause chaos and havoc. But he's practicing, standing up for what he believes in, standing up for himself, allowing others to disagree with him and allowing him to disagree with others, but in a respectful way. And then the Justice card. Coming back into balance. Achieving the balance within. Being open to learning about new ways of thinking. And then weighing out what rings true for him. Being able to feel within himself whether or not something feels true to him, and being okay with standing in those beliefs. All right, what is this wisdom card? We've got the 8 of Cups and the Devil. It's recognizing with the wisdom, recognizing that people who go against you, that people who attack you, that people who are just mean to you or try to cause you pain are not worth the effort. It's learning how to put down your swords and walk away. Knowing that you're not walking away in defeat. Knowing that you're not walking away in surrender to them. Because that's all ego. If you're feeling that way, that's ego. Knowing that they have the right to think and feel how they want. And yet you can't change that. Accepting them and their judgments and their beliefs doesn't mean having to agree with them. It's accepting that they have that same free will that you have. So that wisdom is knowing sorry. What is it? Grant me the wisdom and knowledge to accept the things I cannot change. Or wait, grant me the wisdom to accept the things I cannot change. I can't remember how it goes, but you know what I'm trying to say. What is it? I can't remember it. Accept the things I cannot change and the blank things I can't. Why can't I remember it? Oh my gosh. All right. So what is this Queen of Air with the emotions and the Five of Cups? Is it feeling, are we in the Queen of Air? Oh, look, she came out twice. Ah. Well, we've got the Two of Cups twice. And the Queen of Swords twice. Is it that in the past we have been in our emotions and it's left us feeling completely defeated? So we're afraid to go back into it? Are we afraid to go back into our emotions out of fear of not having our emotions recognized and acknowledged, and the pain that that causes? But knowing that we have to make the choice to go into what feels good. We have to make the choice to go into our feelings. And that is the path that will lead us to this union, to this sacred union, this true unconditional love for one another. That seems like it's written in the stars. It's almost like that it's too good to be true, right? It feels too good to be true. So then we make it not true. And we sabotage making the choice. Make the choice to go into your feelings, go into your emotions. Know that you're supported in the path of that holds the past will fall away, because the past no longer matters. It's in the past. It's not happening now. Right now, you're being given the opportunity to come into a sacred union, a true and unconditional love. But we have to stop focusing on the past hurts. Yes, they sucked. Do we acknowledge that? Yes. Do we embrace it? Yes. Do we learn from it? Yes. Do we allow it to dictate our future? No. Should we allow it to dictate our now? Absolutely not. We have to find the courage. Oh, is that it? The courage? The courage to accept the things I cannot change and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you. Okay. But it's that. That's so funny. Okay. I love my job. What was I saying? We have to have the courage to make the choice to learn from our past mistakes, but not allow it to be in the driver's seat, and make our choices of today. The choices that we make today is what is going to build our future. So if we allow the past to make the decisions, all we're going to create is more of the past. God grant me the courage. That's what it is. I think. All right, we've got unfinished symphony. Unfinished symphony. We came into this world with a plan, with a beginning of what our symphony is supposed to sound like, or look like, or what we want. With a plan of the knowledge we're supposed to gain, and the expansion that we're supposed to gain, and the experiences that we're supposed to experience. And then we have time for a nap. But coming into this world, we forgot that. And so we have this unfinished feeling, this empty, void feeling within us that we don't always wake up to earlier in life. Some people do. And that's wonderful. That's their plan. Sometimes our plan was to wake up later in life because we wanted to experience what it meant to be asleep, so that we know what it feels like to be awakened. And then we have a change in the wind. We may find ourselves going into a whole new direction in life. And I understand that it can be scary. But it's now time to finish that symphony. To discover what notes go where. What creates that harmony and balance. The ebb and flow in your life. And create it. And then come to the edge. We can be at the edge and stand pretty far back and still kind of see out. But we have not the whole picture. If we go to the edge, we can see down, we can see up, we can see left and right. I looked to right and I said left, but we can look left and we can look right. If we stay too far back, we can only see forward, and we can see up. We can look to the sides, but we don't see what's happening right now, right here. We can't look down. We can't look right in front of us. All we see is ground and then far. That's what happens when we're not in the present. If we focus too far in the future, we're missing out on what's happening right now. We're missing out on the steps that are supposed to be happening right now. And that's where the anxiety stems from. The anxiety is from living too far in the future. And although it is happening, the perspective that you're in currently that is experiencing the anxiety is supposed to be in the present. I hope that makes sense. Time is not linear. Time is fluid and everything is happening all at once simultaneously. But we are just in the present moment where we're at currently. Okay, and then peace. Coming to the edge and being in the present and knowing what is right in front of you is going to bring you peace. Okay. So, with this full moon, I feel like the energy is saying, okay, let's calm down for a sec. Not ready yet. I feel like the energy of the full moon is saying it's time to release. It's time to heal. It's time to stop living in the past. Also, it's time to be so focused on the future and projecting yourself so far into the future. Can we choose what we want for the future? Sure. Let's say I choose I felt wrong. Thing is, if we say, I want this in the future, all of that's going to create right now is the wanting of that. Say, I choose love right now. I choose love. I choose to be in love. I choose to be of love. I choose to be unconditional love right now. And then just be open. Be open to seeing what the world will bring you, what the universe will bring you. All right. We've got, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. And then I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. And then true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Okay? I want to read that one more time. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. I want to explain to you guys that the triggers that we feel in our life are gifts from the universe. They don't feel great, but if we felt great, we wouldn't pay attention to them. So, the triggers that we feel I got pulled into a memory, sorry. The triggers that we feel are gifts from the universe. They bring awareness to what we're feeling. If we pay attention to the triggers and actually go a little bit deeper than what is on the surface, we will find the truth behind the triggers. If somebody is in your life keeps triggering you, they are your greatest teacher. They are going to teach you so much about yourself. And that person can potentially be your best friend. So, I hope that's been helpful. I think that's all that I have. All right, so I hope that's been helpful. I hope you have a wonderful full moon. I'm available for personal readings. Everything will be below. If you could like this video and subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. I really want to get my word out and spread the knowledge that I receive from Source every day. It's a gift from Source to allow me to do that. And I want to share it with you. And I think that's it. My website, Indigo Moon Mystic. Facebook, Indigo Moon Mystic. Share this video if you feel like it'll be helpful. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. I love you all. Bye.